So this is WireRate. This is an RFID tag. So this is our dual frequency tag, so we can have multiple frequencies on this tag. We believe we are the first company in the world to have this capability. WireRate is a process used to replace chemicals used in flexible circuit processing. So it's a greener process where we can write the wires using robotics into to create different circuitry or different applications. So there's an antenna built in here, there's electronics attached, and then we can take these tags and we can put custom graphics on top of them, and we can add a custom adhesive or release liner on the back of them for whatever our customers may need to use in the market. So automated assembly does work or does provide tags in the market today, and we believe that we supply them to about 60% of the world market. We also have WireRite, where we can use resistive wire to write heaters. So then we would work with you on what resistance you need or what heat you need on your circuit. And we can again attach custom graphics on the top or do custom things on the bottom to make it more unique to you. But it's your design, you tell us what you need. So this is just a heater. We turn it on and it gets warm. So you could use it in a seat or in a car mat, any type of heating application. So this is also a heater. Same thing, we wrote it. We wrote the wires, but this one also has electronics with it. So we can have LEDs or ICs, different electronics to perform different features for your product. We have a couple of other examples. So this is just a larger gauge wire that we wrote with WireRite. So you could use it in different like bus bar applications. Again, a finer wire. And then this is another WireRite product that is on TPU, so it can stretch. This is WireRite. This is a band that is used that people wear. And it is set up that if it breaks, there's an alarm that goes off. It has an antenna built into it along with ICs to track what the people are doing that are wearing it. The assembly offers is roll-to-roll assembly. One of the products we make a lot of is roll-to-roll RFID tags. So this is what we call a standard RFID tag. It's just an etched copper circuit that we are putting ICs on or chips on to communicate with the tag system. We do this roll to roll and we do it on PET substrate, which is unique to us as well. We can as well add a custom graphic on the top of that that displays your customer or your logo or whatever you would prefer to have. And then we can add a custom release liner onto the back to be able to stick it or do whatever needs to happen with it after we ship it. We do all the printing in-house for these kind of graphics, both the top and the bottom. We can also print on the substrate first and then align the tag to the printed graphic. So then I mentioned roll-to-roll assembly. We also have another roll-to-roll assembly product. So we get this in rolls, and as I said, we assemble it and then we ship it to our customer in rolls. Again, it's PET, so that's unique. We believe we are one of the only ones that can solder RoHS solder onto PET using a roll-to-roll process. The PET substrates are for low component count situations. When you have higher component counts, you need to go to a more traditional laminate, traditional being like polyamide, or one that can take the higher RoHS temperatures when running through reflow. We also do assembly So we can do assembly roll to roll, which is traditionally for high volume. In the prototype stage, most people do panel form. So we also have the capability to assemble in panel form. One of the other things that automated assembly provides is LED light strips. So we can get the rolls of product in unassembled, which you can see here. This is all unassembled. We take it and we put the components on, so the LEDs, any resistors, ICs, whatever your product would require. And then we can take this, we can add adhesives onto the back side. You can see there's like a stiffener on here that we put on. We can add PSAs and other adhesives onto the product, and then we can convert it down into strips and put it on reels. One of the other items automated assembly offers is converting and pressing finishing operations. So this here you're seeing, we made the stiffeners that go on the back of this part, and we put 3 different sizes on in one location and press them all down. We're using IP for that. But our alignment is within a mil or 2 of where it's supposed to be with the process that we use. So one of the newer services that automated assembly has to offer is finishing operations for flexible printed circuits. So we can take materials, convert them down into stiffeners, take this stiffener and put it onto your product and press them on. We can do this with a thermally adhered stiffener, so a pressed-in application, or we can do it with a pressure-sensitive adhesive application, so a PSA. And we're using specialized robotics to pick these up and place them, so our accuracy in placing is within thousandths of an inch. So this is one application. We converted the frames, we're putting it on a product. So here's another one that we have done right here where we've cut this out, and now we'll take that off of this liner and put that on a product. We are making another product like this. We started off in rolls. We do the printing of custom graphics. We lay out the wire. This is wire white, so we write the pattern, the antenna, do the placement of the electronics. Then we add some PSAs and adhesives to it, and then we blank it out and send one-up parts to our customer. We also have another product, so we are doing the assembly of this PET substrate, and then we populate components, and we have the capability to apply custom foams and adhesives to this part, so we can cut it out and convert it down to be like this.